My name is Shenaz Shamji, and I'm the author of the book Passage to East Africa. It's a cookbook about East African cuisine. It's available from Amazon. Today I'm going to cook for you a dish called Mkate Mayai. It's an African name for a dish that is basically a minced meat curry that's cooked, and then it's topped up with eggs and then baked in the oven. I think this dish, East African cooking is fusion cooking at times. So you've got the African influence, the Indian, and this particular one, I think the Asian cooking has cleverly been fused with the Arabian cooking. Until 1965, there was a Zanzibar and places like that. Zanzibar was ruled by the Omans, Arabs, and prior to that a lot of them had migrated to the coast of East Africa. So there is still an Arabian influence, and in the Asian cooking we fused it with the Arabian. And I think what has happened is the Arabian cooking, which is called shakshuka, which is basically a lovely rich vegetable dish that is then baked with eggs in the oven. And I think the Asian community cleverly did the minced meat curry and baked it with eggs to fuse the two together, because Asian people do like spicy food. So I think this is how, to me, this is how the dish has been created. There's a lot of ingredients here. So we have whole garam masala, which is to be tempered, or we call it tarka in Gujarati, with 4 cinnamon sticks, 15 peppercorns, 10 cloves, 10 cardamoms, 4 teaspoons jeera, 4 tablespoons vegetable oil in which it is tempered, and then this is followed by frying 3 large chopped onions, and then adding lamb mince 1 kilogram, 20 cloves garlic, 4 tablespoons grated ginger, 2 green chilies, half teaspoon red chilies to your taste, 1 teaspoon turmeric powder or haldi, 4 teaspoons coriander or dhana powder, 4 teaspoons jeera powder, 2 by 400 gram tins of chopped tomatoes, it gives it the redness, 2 tablespoons yogurt to give it the creaminess, 2 cups of yogurt to break up the mince and give it a bit of a nice light color, a bright green color, garam masala powder, 1 teaspoon salt or to taste, quarter bunch coriander chopped into stalks and leaves, and then, sorry, not a quarter, a third. This is then baked with 6 eggs on the top, and we need an oven dish which about 35 centimeters by 35 centimeters, 6 centimeters deep, and then juice of 1 lemon. So let's go for it. So let's start cooking. I put the oil in there, heated it, and just waiting for it to get quite hot before I throw in all the whole garam masala spices. I put them all in there, and they'll start to splutter, so just be careful you don't burn yourself. Can you see here the crackling and the aroma fills the room up? Yeah, the hot oil has to be reasonably hot, but you mustn't overdo this as well, because the whole spices can start burning. Just when the crackling sort of stops, that's when all the spices, don't wait any longer, otherwise it will burn. Then add in the minced onion. The onion has to mix it well, and as you can see, people normally use more oil, but I have used not that much, because the fat from the mince will add to the fat and oil to the dish. So these onions have to be browned. very important to have it brown, because brown onions actually are cooked and then they dry up, and just absorb, after they've browned up, they absorb the sauce flavorings and everything, and imparts its own flavor into the brown onions. Have a very strong flavor compared to translucent. So this takes about 10 minutes for the dish for the onions to brown. Make sure you don't shortcut this browning of the onions. It has to be browned. When it turns sort of like dark brown, don't cook it anymore, because if it becomes black, then it can get a bit bitter. So it's very important to make it dark brown, come just beginning to blacken. Yeah. It smells lovely, the aroma in it. And this dish is normally enjoyed with again white bread or parota, and it's a very, very lovely looking dish straight onto the dinner table. So you can cook the minced meat in advance, the night before or whatever, and then reheat it, put it in the oven dish, and then put the eggs on just before the guests come, and put it in the oven for about 15 minutes or till the eggs are done. So again, it's a long process, but you can do it the day before. As you can see, the onions are browned, dark to dark brown, getting to sort of like darkish brown, come black, and into it I'm going to throw the garlic, ginger paste, coriander stalks, chilies, salt to taste, about 2 teaspoons salt, or even more if you feel, and then give it a stir. Let the garlic cook and ginger cook, basically a saute. And then the meat goes in there, the dry spices before the meat, so it all gets mixed up. Coriander, jeera, turmeric and chili, so let's give it a little cook, saute, so the flavors come out. Throw in the mince. I normally use a masher to sort of break the mince and then fold the mince into the mixture. Just brown the mince a little bit. To break the lumps. It's very important to break the lumps, because if you leave it too late, it will be set. Okay. Again, this dish can be made in advance. That's the beauty about it. and it's a very attractive dish. You can smell all the spices. Yeah, and then not to forget the yogurt to give it a creaminess. And the peas. Peas cook quite fast, but if they're frozen, they need extra time. Give it a good mix. Again, keep breaking the lumps. And then the tomatoes. This gives it the really red, rich color. Really appetizing to look at. Again, lots of mixing to make sure it's all uniform. The mince takes about, after this, an hour or 45 minutes. Cover, simmer. It smells lovely, divine. So boil, simmer. So this is about 40 minutes to an hour of cooking. The meat is cooked. So in the end, we put garam masala powder and lemon juice. Like I said before, garam masala and lemon juice always goes at the end. Otherwise, the garam masala, the fragrance of it evaporates if it's staying too long in the curry, and the lemon juice, citric acid evaporates as well, so it's always at the end. Okay, so the mincemeat curry is ready, and I poured it in an oven dish, and I'm going to make 5 or 6 wells. I've taken the cinnamon, as much of the cinnamon sticks out as I can, because as you're eating, you don't want them coming onto the so I managed to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wells. So you make the wells because then the egg goes inside the meat, and the heat from the meat cooks the eggs underneath. Okay, so that's the first egg. Yeah. And then I do them in a bowl in case the egg breaks, then you can use another egg. The yolk breaks, yes. So you want whole yolks in there. Yeah, make sure you have a little bit of space up there, so as it's cooking, it doesn't spill over. I think nearly there. So this dish is now ready to go into the oven at 180 degrees till the eggs are set, so maybe 10 minutes or so. Yeah, but I've used preheated, the curry is hot, okay, in temperature. so that helps the cooking. All right. Okay, so we've got our Mkate Mayai looking really orange, white, red, the oil sizzling, boiling over, and the eggs just, they don't have to be overcooked, just set, and to be enjoyed with white loaf bread or paratha. And let's just give it a little pinch of chili flakes and some coriander as garnish. I can smell it from here. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you like this recipe, please check out on my book Passage to East Africa, which is available from Amazon. And I hope you join us in the next video to come. Thank you.